Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to PJC's Music Ministries Praise Time with Peter. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe that's too organized. It's not really anything. I'm the only person doing anything here, and this is at the moment our only outreach. Um, but it is something I've always wanted to minister to people, Christian and non-Christian alike, just because that's what Christians are supposed to do. You know, doesn't matter. I don't care if your lifestyle isn't aligned with the Bible. Jesus loves you just the same, and so do I. But anyway, today I'm going to start my original idea from when I started all this way back when. It's kind of a cheat. I'm using the albums I used to listen to a lot. I actually still do a bunch to make my playlist for me because it's actually a lot of work to do this. Because I finally have enough songs and I've done enough work to get them all done up. And some of them are old familiar, some of them I've done before, but now there's specific ways, specific order, and I think you guys will enjoy it. We do got a bonus song today because people keep mixing them up because of their titles, but I will explain that later. We're going to start with Precious Memories. I know a lot of you guys will probably know it, so I'll tell you what I do. There's 5 verses. Five verses. And that may, actually I don't need that right now. And that makes for a really long song, and it makes for a lot of time taken up. So what I do is I skip the chorus after the 2nd and 4th verse. Okay? I skip the chorus because I that's where it sounded okay. At least for this. But I don't want to skip the verses because the verses have, I said it in church this morning, but I've said it a lot. Sometimes because of the melody or whatever, we just don't like the song. Pay attention to the words then. There's such a message. There's such a good thing for everybody. Another cheat you could use if you're a pastor, just go through your hymn book. I mean, depending on how big it is, there's hundreds of sermon ideas right there. If you got like a 800 song hymn book, you got 800 sermon ideas. Honestly, and you might even be able to split them up if they're big enough. So, I mean, you could get even more. But I love this Precious Memories. It was actually the one we're starting with here. That album was called Precious Memories. Ironically, I do have precious memories of precious memories. Sometimes we'd get around the piano after church, one of my old churches, and we just sing just because someone just felt like doing it, and we just sang. We just got together, and that was such a great time of fellowship and warmth, and you could feel the spirit, and I miss those times. But here we go with Precious Memories. Precious memories, unseen angels, sent from somewhere to my soul. How they linger ever near me, and the sacred past unfold. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious Father, loving Mother, fly across lonely years, and all the home scenes of my childhood in fond memory stillness of the midnight, echoes from the past I hear, old time singing, oh, gladness bringing from that lovely land somewhere. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. I remember Mother praying, Father too on bended knee. Oh, sun is sinking, shadows falling, but their prayers still follow me. As I travel on life's pathway, know not what the years may hold. As I ponder, home grows fonder, precious memories flood my soul. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious sacred scenes unfold. And we'll come back to that book in a minute. Next song is kind of weird, but I think I've worked it out. Because, I mean, the arrangement actually requires at least 2 people, but it was done by a whole group ensemble type of thing. Not necessarily a choir, but a bunch of singing people, and there's these really cool layered repeats I wish you guys could hear, but I'm gonna do my best. And one of these days, I might try to figure out a way not to make it boring, but I do want to do a whole video on just Amazing Grace, because as many songs as there are out there that we've all heard that have other songs in them that they were influenced by, or covers of songs or whatever, Amazing Grace, whether Christian or secular, I don't know, worldly song, other songs, regular songs, doesn't matter. Amazing Grace has been put into more songs than any other song, and it is such a powerful song, and the history behind it it's such a powerful story. But this song starts, God's amazing grace and down from heaven. All right, it's just a small thing. That's it. But whenever that's put in the song because of God's amazing grace, and I could go on about Amazing Grace. There's a rumored 36, 39 verses. I don't know if it actually has that many verses. Most I've found is 7 so far. But of course, it's been covered and put into arrangements and excerpts put into it. There's a song I sing. I can't remember who wrote it, but called "There's No Other Word for Grace." And one version, it just has the song, but the version I grew up hearing by a guy named Squire Parsons, who did a cover of it, puts a verse from Amazing Grace into it. And so when I made my chord sheet, I had to rewrite some stuff because I had to stick it in there, and I had to make sure it worked with the rest of the song and the dynamics and everything. And I think it came out pretty good. Because I didn't have that version of the song. I just had the original version, which is good. It's still good without it, but I don't know. It had something to it because the whole verse, the whole song is based on no other word for grace but amazing grace. And I have heard so many songs that got stuff in it. But anyway, this next song, like I said, sounds better with a group, but I'll do my very best. All right, and I think it just kind of starts. So here we go. God's amazing grace sent down from heaven rescued me from death and from shame, opened up my eyes and brought salvation. Now I'm His, praise His holy name. Now I know that He is mine, and I'm His forever. He is leading me along life's way. I'll be holding to my hand when I'm across this river. He will take the sting of death away. 'Tis so sweet to know I had Jesus with me. He will keep me from sin and from strife. He delivered me from condemnation. Now I have eternal life. Now I know that He is mine, and I'm His forever. He is leading me along life's way. He'll be holding to my hand when I cross this river. He will take the sting of death away. Now I know that He is mine, and I'm His forever. He is leading me along life's way. He'll be holding to my hand when I cross this river. He will take the sting of death away. Not bad. Okay, this. Now sometimes, like I say, I take sheet music and I make these things, right? This one isn't technically complete, but it was good enough. It was good enough for me. But sometimes, like with Precious Memories, someone actually already put the chords in it for me. I had this done a long time ago, so I can read stuff I can read. But sometimes, none of the books I already have stuff in it, so I gotta take and do it myself, and I'm not that good. So we will see, hopefully, if I got this right. I've been working on it, and I keep changing them because that wasn't supposed to happen. I keep changing them because all of a sudden the chords, oh yeah, that's right, that's right, and then all of a sudden they don't sound right. Okay, well at least that's not broken. So. And that first one, that Precious Memory Ones, is a photocopy of something that's about this big that I just photocopied, and it got blown up by accident the first time I did that. But hey, if I'm gonna waste a whole sheet of paper, let's blow it up. And I'm sure when I'm 67 and I still want to be playing music, it's going to be something I'm going to like. Okay, hang on, I need to. Okay. Okay, hold on. We're going to do this. Sorry, a little bit of arranging that I probably should have done beforehand. This actually is another fun song that should probably be done by at least 2 people. But alas, I am a solo act. And it's not that there aren't people willing, but to be honest, there's just not a lot of availability to sing, other people, and especially something like this. This is the equipment. The equipment I got isn't really made for stuff like that. But hopefully someday we'll have, like I said in one other video once, we'll have better production stuff. But I'm going to just trust God for that, because right now all I want to do is get it out. But let's see. I don't think I ever worked out an intro for this. Here we go. Soon this life will all be over, and our pilgrimage will end. Soon we'll take our heavenly journey, be at home again with friends. Heaven's gates are standing open, waiting for our entrance there. Some sweet day we're going over all the beauties there to share. Just a little while to stay here, just a little while to wait, just a little more while to labor in the path that's always straight. Oh, just a little more of trouble in this slow and sinful state. Then we'll enter heaven's portal, sweeping through the pearly gates. Soon we'll see the light of morning, and the new day will begin. Soon we'll hear the Father calling, come my children, enter in. Then we'll hear a choir of angels singing out the victor's song. All our troubles will be ended, and we'll live with heaven's throng. Oh, just a little while to stay here, just a little while to wait, just a little while to labor in the path that's always straight. Oh, just a little more of trouble in this slow and sinful state. Then we'll enter heaven's portal, sweeping through the pearly gates. So soon we'll meet again our loved ones, and we'll take them by the hand. Soon we'll press them to our bosom over in the promised land. Then we'll be at home forever throughout all eternity. What a blessed, blessed morning that eternal morn will be. Just a little while to stay path that's always straight. Just a little more of trouble in the slow and simple state, and we'll enter heaven's portals, sweeping through the pearly gates. I probably should have worked out a key change there, maybe next time. That's a good little song, you know. I know there's a lot of people who aren't Christians who watch my videos, and that's fine. I do a lot of non-Christian music too. Not today, though. But, you know, I find there's a lot of misunderstanding, misconceptions, which I know I talk a lot about on these videos. There's a couple of the lyrics I've mentioned today, you know, how just being with Jesus makes everything alright, and our troubles will be ended when we live with heaven strong, and see, new day will begin. Sing the choir and sing the victory song. You see, down here on earth, where we can't help but sin, it's our nature. And God understood this. God knew this. That's why He sent Jesus. Okay? That's why, because we can't help it sometimes. Now, we always need, we tell our children, you got to do better. You got to do better. You have choices. But we also, a lot of times, make the wrong choice because we're human. And that's what forgiveness is about. And that's the victory. When we one day finally, when we one day finally can not have to worry about that anymore. We have a glorified mind and body, and we don't make those kinds of mistakes. Now, anyway, this next song is called I'll Meet You in the Morning. Not to be confused with the Eastern Gate. This is what I was talking about. People get these. I used to get them confused all the time, a lot myself, because in the song, The Eastern Gate, the whole chorus is about I will meet you in the morning. I mean, it says it like 3 or 4 times in the chorus. Chorus. No T in that. Chorus forest. I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a terrifying thing. Sorry. ADD brain. But I'll meet you in the morning. Kind of, the first verse kind of has a similar vibe. I say vibe, a similar feel to it as the Eastern Gate, but that's about it. And you'll see, because we're going to do I'll Meet You in the Morning here first, and then we're going to do the Eastern Gate, and I bet that's the one that most of you recognize. I mean, you might recognize both of them, depending on where you grew up and what songs you're used to singing, or maybe you one of those who don't recognize either one, don't really care. But they're both pretty good songs. So this is more of an educational thing. Because I was going to cut it off at 4 songs, but if I do the next one, that makes it 5. But, yeah, I think you'll like it. It was cute. It was a pretty good little discovery. I'm not even going to say cool. It was a discovery. Because probably the only reason I have a copy of this, because it's one of those ones that someone else did, is because I thought I was copying the Eastern Gate, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I don't actually know this song. Oops. But now I do. I know. I've learned it. I guess the messages are kind of the same, and I think, hang on, are they at least in the same key? Yes. No, they're not. No, wait. No, they're not. They're not even in the same key. But that's okay. I mean, they might have similar melodies. Who wrote them? Yeah, they don't even have similar authors. So I don't know. I love it when people who don't even know each other or were around, to... Hang on, let me check one more thing. Yeah, these songs weren't about 30 years apart. I doubt the authors knew each other. But who knows? But anyways. Well, let's just get to singing. You can see the difference and similarities yourself. And like, oh yeah, I guess I used to get those confused. I mean, I know I did. I will meet you in the morning by the bright riverside, when our sorrow has drifted away. I'll be standing at the portals when the gates open wide, at the close of life's long dreary day. sit down by the river, and with rapture old acquaintance renew. You'll know me in the morning by the smiles that I wear when I meet you in the morning in that city that's built four square. I will meet you in the morning in the sweet by and by, and exchange the old cross for a crown. There will be no disappointment, and nobody shall die in that land where the sun goeth down. I'll meet you in the morning with a how do you do, and we'll sit down by the river, and with rapture old acquaintance renew. You'll know me in the morning by the smiles that I wear when I meet you in the morning in that city that's built four square. I'll meet you in the morning at the end of the way on the streets of that city of gold, where we'll all can be together and be happy forever, where the years and the ages shall roll. I'll meet you in the morning where you and we'll sit down by the river, and with rapture old acquaintance renew. You'll know me in the morning by the smiles that I wear when I meet you in the morning in that city that has built four square. You know, I didn't think about it at the time. This is another one of them songs that sound better with more than one person for a couple reasons. One, while I'm holding stuff up, there's other stuff going on, and two, the lead in the chorus, at least it might even be in the verse, but at least the chorus is the alto, not the soprano, which is actually really weird. I say weird. It happens a lot, but it's a lot more than people think. But it's also it's really a very seldom thing. And also, when we got to your old acquaintance, it's auld, like for Auld Lang Syne. You know what that means? For old times. That's all that means. For precious old times. Auld Lang Syne. So it says auld, I'm like, auld means old. So and with rapture, auld acquaintance when you renew, with old acquaintance renew. You're saying the same thing. It sounds virtually the same. You could probably substitute the word. Okay. Don't want to do that one again. Precious Memories is right next to the Eastern Gate. Now we just heard, I'll meet you in the morning. Alright, now I'm going to have to get my head on this one, because after doing that one, I'm going to want to sing the tune. The tunes are kind of similar. You'll see. I will meet... Hang on. Wow, I really... Okay, I got it now. I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate. Then be ready, faithful pilgrim, oh, lest with you it be too late. I will meet you, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning over there. Will you hasten off to glory? Linger near the eastern gate, for I'm coming in the morning, so you'll not have long to wait. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning over there. Keep your lamps all trimmed and burning, for the bridegroom watch and wait. Oh, he'll be with us at the meeting, just inside the eastern gate. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, we'll meet you in the morning over there. Oh, the joy of that glad meeting, oh, with the saints who for us await. Oh, what a blessed happy meeting, just inside the eastern gate. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning over there. That's a real fun. I really like that song. And the in the morning part is actually again the it's a soprano lead like it usually is, but the sopranos actually don't sing the in the morning part, so it was kind of weird. But yeah, I will meet you in the morning by the bright riverside, and then there's I will meet you in the morning, just inside Eastern. Yeah, no, I mean, I will meet you in the morning. I will meet you in the morning. They start with the same phrase, and they both kind of talk about what we're going to do when we get into heaven and stuff like that. So, with similar themes and similar lyrics, yeah, you see the title, oh yeah, I like that song, and you keep going, then you realize, oh wait a second, I don't know that, well at least, like I said, that's how it was for me, and I'm sure people whose lives have been a little more interesting, and possibly longer, trying not to say old, you know, I'm sure they, I've heard both songs, but and then might get them confused. So I hope I help. I hope I educate. I hope we had fun. I mean, for everything else, I want these videos to be. I want them to be fun, and enjoyable. And I hope my enthusiasm and something somehow is permeating the electronics here, and you guys get something out of it. Thanks for joining me again. Like I said, I'm cheating now. I'm just using my old albums as my song list, and honestly, it works that way because then I know what the songs are. I can practice them up, and they're ready. I mean, I still screw up sometimes. Sometimes I do like a whole bunch better in practice than I do performing for you guys, and that annoys me. But I can't really do much about it. But thanks for watching. Please tune in next week. And we'll have some more fun. And as always, these videos are available in the album called Live Videos, because sometimes like, hey, what else do you do? Well, I got 40 other videos, and they're on my YouTube. So have fun, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week.